Welcome to the Southwestern Herbal Academy podcast. I'm Sandy, and today we're going to talk about something that may sound almost too simple to be true. Why simple herbal routines work best. This episode is especially for you if you're new to herbalism and feeling overwhelmed. You've tried herbs before and felt unsure if they were working. Or you've accumulated a lot of information but still feel disconnected from your practice. Herbalism doesn't fail people nearly as often as people abandon herbalism, usually because it starts to feel complicated, rigid, or unsustainable. Today, I want to gently unravel that. Most people don't come to herbalism slowly. They arrive because something isn't working anymore. Maybe it's stress, sleep, digestion, energy, a sense that the body is asking for something different. And when they arrive, they're often met with a long list of herbs, complex protocols, exact dosages, and conflicting advice. Instead of relief, they feel pressure. Pressure to do it right. Pressure to take everything. Pressure to keep up. But the body doesn't heal well under pressure, and herbalism, at its heart, is about supporting the body, not overwhelming it. One of the biggest misunderstandings in herbalism is the idea that simple means beginner. In reality, simplicity usually reflects experience. When you've worked with plants for a long time, you start to notice something. The same few herbs keep showing up. The same preparations keep being useful, and the most consistent results come from the most consistent habits. Complexity often comes from insecurity. Simplicity comes from trust. Trust in the plants, trust in the body, and trust in the process. Herbalism works differently than pharmaceuticals. It doesn't override the body. It communicates with it. And the body learns through repetition. A simple herbal routine, something you do daily or near daily, creates familiarity. The body begins to recognize this taste, this warmth, this timing. Over time, it starts responding more efficiently. This is why a gentle tea taken every day often works better than a powerful herb taken sporadically. Consistency builds a relationship, and the body thrives in relationship. Another reason simple herbal routines work so well is that they remove mental friction. If every day you're asking, what herb should I take today? What protocol am I on? Am I doing enough? You're creating stress around something that's meant to support you. A simple routine answers those questions ahead of time. You don't have to decide. You just show up. And showing up, even imperfectly, is where herbalism actually works. Somewhere along the way, herbalism became performative. Beautiful jars, elaborate blends, dozens of tinctures, perfect schedules. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's not required. Herbalism doesn't need to look impressive. It needs to be livable. A routine you can maintain while tired, busy, traveling, or stressed will always outperform the perfect routine you abandon after 2 weeks. Simple herbal routines respect real life. When you work with fewer herbs, something interesting happens. You start to notice subtleties, how an herb feels in your body, how it changes with the seasons, how it interacts with your digestion, mood, or sleep. This kind of understanding doesn't come from variety. It comes from time. Simple routines create space for learning, not just doing. And that learning builds confidence. The nervous system plays a quiet but enormous role in healing. It responds to rhythm, predictability, gentle cues. Simple routines provide all three. A daily cup of tea at the same time, a familiar flavor, a known effect. These things signal safety, and when the nervous system feels safe, the body becomes more receptive to herbs, to rest, to repair. This is one reason why simple routines often feel better even before measurable changes happen. Simple does not mean static. A good herbal routine shifts gently with seasons, life circumstances, and energy levels, but it changes one piece at a time. You might change the herb, not the habit, or the timing, but not the preparation, or the amount, but not the intention. This keeps the routine stable while allowing growth. Complex routines tend to collapse under change. Simple routines adapt. For beginners, simple routines are not just helpful, they're essential. They build confidence, prevent overwhelm, encourage consistency, and reduce fear of doing it wrong. When someone starts with a simple daily tea, they learn how their body responds, what they notice, and what questions arise naturally. This creates a strong foundation. From there, complexity, if desired, has somewhere solid to land. Many people worry that simple routines aren't strong enough. They think, shouldn't I be doing more? Is this enough to make a difference? Or do I need something stronger? But strength in herbalism isn't about intensity. It's about appropriateness. A gentle herb taken consistently is often more effective than a strong herb taken occasionally. The body doesn't need to be pushed. It needs to be supported. When your routine is simple, it's easier to notice changes. You can feel when something helps, or when something feels off, or when your needs shift. Complex routines can drown out these signals. Simplicity keeps a conversation clear. And herbalism is, at its core, a conversation between you and the plants, mediated by your body. This doesn't mean complexity is never appropriate. There are times when acute conditions arise, specific goals are needed, and clinical knowledge is required. But even then, complexity works best when built on a simple base. Simple routines are the foundation. Everything else is situational. A simple routine might be one daily tea, one evening preparation, or one seasonal shift. It doesn't need to include dozens of herbs, perfect timing, or constant adjustments. It needs to feel sustainable, supportive, and gentle enough to continue. That's it. The most profound changes in herbalism are often quiet, better sleep, more stable energy, improved digestion, a sense of being more at home in your body. These don't come from dramatic interventions. They come from steady support. Simple routines create the conditions for those changes to happen naturally. If there's one thing I hope you take from this episode, it's this. You don't need to do herbalism perfectly for it to work. You need to do it consistently. Simple routines are not a compromise. They are a strength. They honor the body. They honor the plants. They honor real life. If you're interested in building a simple, sustainable herbal routine, I've created an Herbal Foundation starter guide to help you begin without overwhelm. And if you'd like deeper instruction on preparing and using teas effectively, my course, Teas, Infusions, and Decoctions, is available now, with Herbal School coming in the future. You'll find links in the show notes or description. Herbalism isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters again and again until the body remembers how to respond. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next episode.